skip all over the Nasir album that I was going to review because we already talked about it.
I'm glad we're skipping over it because I want to call out some people who are going to say some wild shit throughout the week.
Oh shit! You gonna call out some people?
I mean, who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying. I want to.
No, actually, he lost his talking privileges after that Bruno.
After that Bruno thing, I should take it back. But here, you got 60 seconds. Go.
For what, Bruno?
No, 60 seconds for your Nasir wild shit.
We have to be fighting if you say something about Bruno more. You got to be against you now.
We gonna talk. I'm honestly disappointed in the album, and I just want to know who else is disappointed or who else thinks it's amazing. So I'm waiting to hear from the world.
I think it's
internet. I'm talking about all these people who are considered, the
rap enthusiasts,
the rap gurus.
Look, Anthony Fantano's going to have a great review out on it. You're going to disagree with it, but he's going to literally call you on all your bullshit.
And people don't want to say the truth. Like, for me, it's a matter of speaking the truth versus not wanting to seem like you're against somebody or against the grain. Because right now, it's either you're against Kanye and all his projects, or you're like, all the projects is good and Kanye ain't that bad.
But see, here's the thing, and I actually really do, I really do sympathize and empathize with you, because when it comes to certain artists, you love them and you want them to come out with their greatest work all the time and hit it 100%. When you see something subpar, because I'm a Kanye lover. I love Kanye and I love Dre. Those are my two rappers that I'm hardcore behind. They do wrong, but I'm like, yo, I call you out on it, but I was like, I still listen to your music because you real, And with recently Kanye stuff, I gotta listen to it. But I know Kanye, you out on your bed, something wrong with you. But I kind of related to Joe. Joe's my favorite artist. I think he's honestly underrated. Most people don't understand. Every time Joe,
the R&B guy,
the singer, R&B, Joe,
R&B.
In the '90s, he came out R. Kelly.
Yeah, I thought you confused with.
But he didn't rape bitches.
No, yeah. But the reason why I'm with him all the way is because he's always constant with what he does. He's just straight shooter. He always goes to
no women in Joe's basement. Just making that clear.
But yeah, he's always constant. And with Nas, I see that he fell off the wagon, and you're like, dude, this is good, but you're great.
Exactly.
Be great. Don't be good. Be great. And that I feel that from him, because I know other artists like R. Kelly. He's mixed bags. People who have their sayings about him, but me and R. Kelly, he keeps on and off. R. Kelly's like, yo, dude, you great. Just be great. Come out with your music, but stop touching little girls. Or
grown women,
or grown women. But he's. We're not really against that. But again, with the artists, we want you to always stay on and be true to yourself, be true to your art. It's your art, Don't rush it. Be you. And I get where you're coming from. Just come with it. If it's not ready yet, don't release it. Hold it. Make sure it's right and then come back. Because Kanye, he used to do that, where he used to hold his stuff, wait till it's right, and then release it when it was right. And honestly, all the CDs that Kanye's come out with, even though people have been saying right or wrong, you gotta say every one of them has been great or borderline great, where you be like, I still listen to it. I've listened to it at least twice to get it right.
That made me think of Lupe Fiasco. I remember he had that prop.
Lupe Fiasco is one of those artists that
I don't give a goddamn what anyone else says.
Yeah,
Lasers was trash.
It was bad.
Lupe is one of my favorite artists.
I don't give a fuck if he is.
Even then, though,
Lasers was trash.
You have to say the same thing, though. He
Trash.
did good stuff, and he did bad for you.
He had
Lasers
Here's the line.
Trash.
He had a couple of songs on
Lasers.
A couple. I can't even give him that.
3.
Yeah, there were okay songs. He had 3 okay songs.
Lasers is worse than anything that Jay-Z did during that dark period that we do not mention.
But he made Food and Liquor.
Which is actually, that's when he was
my childhood right there, man.
He made Food and Liquor.
That's when he redeemed himself.
I've seen the man in concert, and I'll tell you to this day, Laser sucks. We told him not to promote.
He cut his dreads off?
Yes.
Yeah. So he back to the short hair again.
Yeah, he back to old Lupe.
He about to come with
He
some
better.
fire.
He
got some fire in the chamber.
He better have some fire.
I need dreads messed up his
brain
or something.
Because I need more after Tetsuo. I need more after that. I need more after that. That was a good album.
That was
highly
a
slept
good
on.
album. Yeah.
But we're gonna go for it. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna briefly touch on the Carters. Which, if you haven't heard the Carters by now, when this podcast released, you not only did yourself a disservice, but regardless of whether you agree with us on Beyonce or you disagree with us on Beyonce and Jay-Z, the two of them together, I mean, that's a power couple that I'm always going to root for because I'm glad to see that black love. Now, I wish y'all jumped on Beyonce with this Me Too movement stuff because she beat the envelope in paper. But y'all say not one goddamn word.
But
one little mumble.
I understand it though, because a lot of people don't understand that moment. Because at first I was kind of like, "Why the hell are you beating the hell out of your husband?" I was like, "Oh," when I actually heard the underlying story of what happened, I was like, "I could see why he beat the hell out of that dude." And you know the funny part is,
no, we're not excusing violence.
No, I'm lost. What?
Remember when Solonge beat Jay-Z in the elevator?
Yeah. You said Beyonce.
No, I was Beyonce. Solange beat him. But
I'm gonna say, what? That just happened?
No.
And they still dropped the album?
That was right before Eliminate.
They on tour? Like, what is
that? Was
they were on tour. It's how she got him on tour.
Oh, you don't want Solange. My bad.
But Solange, she beat Jay-Z in the name of Beyonce.
Right.
All that stuff. But I understand it. But yeah, what were you about to say?
You ever got into a fight with your little sister?
I would never, ever touch my little sister. But... You know, my little sister beat the crap out of me, but she knows she got it.
Okay, so that's my point. It was a family issue.
Yeah.
That's not. We can't excuse violence. We can't excuse violence by saying it's Me Too.
Little brother was fighting.
That's not his brother. That's not his brother or his sister.
That is his sister.
No,
that's his sister-in-law. He said that in the interview. He said you. I
don't care how he tries to explain it away.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with that justification either, because you know it's the marriage thing that plays a role. You can't necessarily be in somebody else's marriage like that.
No, you can.
No, you can't.
I have in-laws
that's
been in my life for so long.
I know. We're both disagreeing.
No, but no, you can't. I have in-laws that's been in my life for so long. One of my aunt, she's not my aunt. She's my in-law. Mm-hmm. That when I was younger and I got in trouble, she would whoop my ass and then take me home and tell my mama she whooped my ass. And my mama would say, "Okay, cool."
That's parental.
Okay, but it's still an in-law. She's still. I'm saying he looks at her as his little sister. He did something and she didn't like it, and they got into a fight.
No, they didn't get into a fight. That was a one-sided massacre.
Okay, because he's stupid enough to hit a girl.
No, but that was necessarily.
He didn't
hit her back because he knew he was wrong for what he did.
Because
he slept with another chick that wasn't his wife. That's what he did was wrong.
Ryder.
And honestly, tell the truth, why would you just sleep with somebody else when you got Beyonce, bro?
Ryder.
Really?
It doesn't matter.
Ryder, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day,
3 bomb-ass albums came out of that elevator. It's all right.
Did you see them hits that Beyonce got?
No, it's not okay. We always do this. We always do this bullshit where excuse away violence against men. If we want to rewrite the cycle and have an actual black family that actually stands together, we can't excuse it because she was a woman. Because I don't know how many times there's been a video come out where a woman beats the ever-living daylights out of some guy and people either think it's funny or they make excuses. What she did was fucking wrong. There's no way for us to justify her. I don't care if he just cheated on her with the whole Dallas Cowboy cheerleader roster. That is
First of all, it was
that would have been an accomplishment, though.
Right.
It was a 2-second clip. It wasn't like
we didn't see the whole thing.
No, we didn't see the whole thing.
Well, he didn't turn fucking. He didn't turn her face into Rihanna's. It wasn't nothing like we didn't see him with
Chris
no
Brown.
No,
Chris Brown.
It wasn't nothing like that. No one came out. There was no police report filed. None of that happened. If it was that serious, there would have been legal actions. It wasn't that serious. It seemed like she got mad and probably slapped him around a few times or whatever.
So now slapping a nigga around a few times
I'm not saying
okay?
that it's okay.
Well,
obviously, I'm not condoning violence.
But that's what you just said. You just said, remember it was in-law.
Whatever.
You tried to justify it and then re-justify it and then contort backwards to then make it right.
They can't. You can't change the whole narrative. I think in order to correct the issue that you're saying that we need to correct the female violence is just wrong is wrong and all that stuff like that. There's a lot of other things that have to also align in order for that to exist properly.
No, it's correct.
It's never going to exist properly that we can condone. I mean,
well, I don't think anybody's condoning that.
We're not condoning. I mean, the opposite of condone, where we
people laugh up and down. It was like the jaw rule when he was going to jail thing. Twitter,
condemn the woman.
No. Black Twitter fucking jumped up and down. Said this was the funniest shit that they've seen in forever.
In order for us to do the opposite,
I did not find that amusing.
I don't think people were laughing so much at the fight as like Beyonce's reaction to it. It was the whole situation because that was happening. Beyonce was like, "All right."
Yeah. Because Beyonce just literally just chill was like, beat him up.
We can't condemn a woman hitting a man to the level that it needs to be condemned, whilst there's still the misunderstanding of the male role in the black community.
No, I don't feel like that goes together.
No, yes, it does. You know why? Because when you want to take a man and put him at the head of the household, right? Man's the head of the household. Let him finish. Man at the head of the household is supposed to be respected, this, that, and the third, right? All of that. Well, if that's believed in true, in and out, right? And the man is actually coming to the table and doing what he's supposed to do, how does that translate into the other women that are around him or under him? He's supposed to be protecting them, right? To a certain extent.
Not only protecting them, but guiding them, make sure they're
protecting,
good.
guiding, leading, all of those things.
We said we didn't want that though.
No, that's what we want.
No, that's not what we want. We want independent. We want single ladies. We want all the other shit. Don't try to change the black narrative, because the black narrative right now is.
But this is what I mean. Needs to be in line because they do.
No. But the black narrative. I let you talk. No, you can't have your cake and eat it too. No, we said nice for what to these niggas. Fuck men all 2018. No. These are the taglines on Black Twitter. So right. No, there hasn't been a tagline that says men are the head of the household since fucking 1980.
No, it's not. But
no.
That's
from the 90s. From the 90s.
Niggas don't do shit.
From the 90s.
Niggas ain't about shit.
No.
Men are the head of the household because there aren't a lot of households with men and women in them. If it's just fucking me and I'm doing what I'm doing, holding my shit down and not earning you, I'm taking care of my kids by myself, I'm financially and emotionally supporting my kids, and I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, then by default, you're not the head of the household, especially if you ain't actually there to be the head of the household.
But then when a man does come along to that woman who's doing all of that stuff by herself and tries to mesh himself into that family, there's a disconnect. There's a rejection.
Like, what is his role?
There's no way to align properly, and there's issues that come along
or
with
what
that.
Should be his role.
Right. And if he's coming to the table 50-50, same thing. There's still, the woman doesn't relinquish what she's been doing for the last 10, 15 years, holding things down. It's a hard transition, but they don't even think that transition needs to be made.
Nope, not at all.
So what I'm saying is, it's already broken for them to think that it's okay for the woman to hit the man and laugh and joke about it, and it's not a big deal, and hold that woman accountable and condemn those actions.
Well, no, I hold her accountable, but I also hold men accountable. There was a video this week came out with a guy who beat up his wife, his wife's mother, some other dude, all because he found them cheating. He was wrong as fuck for all that shit, and I hope his ass rots underneath the jail. What I'm saying is that we have a huge double standard in the black community specifically, because with white people, you don't see this level of shit. You'll see them do.
Whoa! You don't see it, but it exists.
I'm not saying that exists. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying you don't see this level of shit because there's certain things that you don't just laugh at. That is uniquely something that happens in black Twitter and within black house. Like, we objectify women, the fuck out of women, for no reason other than women have nice bodies. But we look at any man who has in any way emasculated himself, and we rip into that man harder than anything else that we can do, because any form of weakness that a man has is seen as, oh, you just gonna let that happen? You gonna let her talk back to you like that? You gonna do that? Like, you can't even have a normal conversation in a black household about something and have you and your wife disagree without 6 other people being like, oh, so I guess this is just how this shit dies. But part of how we have to do that is when I see some bullshit, like some guys going, oh, women are blah, 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 I call them out on that bullshit. But that's the same reason I call out Solonge on that bullshit. Because you can't ride and say you want people to be equal or whatever if you're not calling out her and being like, nah, she was wrong as fuck for that, and I didn't support that, and whatever. But what I see as a very big problem is that people were not calling her out with that, or not doing whatever.
But because she beat the crap out of JC because JC cheated.
Exactly. They justify it. Just as how, going back in time, we all dogged the fucking raw shit out of Chris Brown, only to find out Rihanna was just as much the aggressor. Now we finding out that Whitney Houston cheated on Bobby Brown way more than Bobby Brown. She fucked Tupac. Like, that's a huge story that no one knew.
And then cried for a week when he died.
Exactly. And then cried when this nigga died.